we ain't talking now. And he don't even call my phone no more, cause ain't nothing to talk about. Nigga, you dead wrong, let me on my own, cause you ain't real no more. This shit fucked up, niggas telling on they guys, I don't even wanna drill no more. I don't even wanna drill no more. Man, that nigga dangerous now. He might end up taking me out. He might end up taking me down.
What's up, All In Media Squad? It's your boy Cookie back at you with another one. But first, guys, please like, comment, share the video, and if you're new, please subscribe. And make sure you have that bell notification on all so you can always pick up my drop-off. So Lil Durk had all charges against him in the Varsity case that occurred in 2019 in Atlanta alongside fellow rapper Kingvon, THF Bezoo, and AAB Hellabans, two of which are deceased, long live, and one of which is sitting in jail as we speak. So out of this case, there's 4 people: Lil Durk, THF Bezoo, Kingvon, and AAB Hellabans. 2 of them are gone, meaning deceased. THF Bezoo is in jail right now, facing unrelated charges, allegedly. And then Lil Durk, he gets off scot-free. And you're telling me they had enough evidence to arrest him, yes, but then they didn't have enough evidence to prosecute him? I mean, come on. You wouldn't have arrested him in the first place if you didn't have enough evidence for him to be charged in the long run. I mean, he's a big time rapper, so you guys definitely knew that he had money behind him and the money to pay for lawyers. So you had to make sure that your case was tight, if you will. So how the fuck did Lil Durk get off? A lot of people say that, oh, he just got off. You know, by the grace of God, Lil Durk got off unscathed. But in my opinion, I think Lil Durk is really the one working for them people. I mean, there's no other way around it. Just take a look at what the Fulton County DA says. They said that this office has declined to indict Durk Banks, aka Lil Durk, for the February 5th, 2019 incident because insufficient evidence exists to prove his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt at his trial. If co-defendant Davon Bennett, aka Kingvon, had not died in 2020, he would have been indicted for this incident. So you're telling me Lil Durk gets off, but Kingvon definitely would have been indicted. So whose arm did they see shooting out of that vehicle? As far as I can remember, that detective said he saw Lil Durk's arm hanging out that window and firing a firearm. I never heard them say one time that Kingvon was anything. So where did all this evidence come from pointing to Kingvon? It wasn't AAB Hellabans because he's gone. It wasn't Kingvon on snitching on himself because he's gone. And I really don't think it was THF Bezoo because he's still in jail. And now Lil Durk. He is the only one that could have said something for him to get all charges against him dropped. There's no other way around it. How would the DA be so sure about Kingvon, but not sure about Lil Durk? It just doesn't make sense to me, All In Media Squad. I'd like to hear your comments down in the section below. So what I would now like to do, take a trip in Lil Durk's past and take a look at hints he gave us, telling us that he was indeed working with them people. Now, all this is alleged. I do have to say that. It's not, though. I need to really get some cough drops, you know. I really have a cold coming on, but yeah, Durk's a snitch. Sorry. Yeah, let's take a look in his past, you know, in his songs, his album covers, and let's see what we can take a look and see what we can find. So let's go to some of the lyrics here. Let's look at Turn Myself In. This is the song that Lil Durk made before he was allowed to turn himself in. And might I add, he was the only one that was allowed to turn themselves in. Kingvon was arrested, and I believe Bezoo was arrested too. AAB Hellabans didn't have a chance to get arrested because he was crossed out. But take a look at Turn Myself In. Let's take a look at the lyrics. You know, he's talking about turn myself in. Yeah. He says free Von, free Zoo, even though they got the same problem. That's a weird choice of words, if I was to say. Shouldn't say we have the same problem, not they got the same problem. Because if I just take this at face value, you're damn right, Lil Durk, they do have the same problem. And that problem is you, sir. You're the problem. That's why he definitely easily could have put we have the same problem, but no, he put they have the same problem. And the problem is Lil Durk. It's either that or he knew he was going to get off of this back then when he turned himself in, and he just said they have the same problem because he knew he didn't have a problem. You feel what I'm saying, all in media? In the song Redman, he says, they ask where I'm gonna be in 10 years. I say, shit, the feds. And this is just one of many songs where Lil Durk refers to himself being in the feds. Now, a lot of people are going to say, yeah, he's going to be in the feds, behind bars. But I really think he's talking about, passing whatever he had to pass to be in the feds, working with them. Because if you just take a look at a couple of his album covers, he's letting us know that he is indeed working with them people. So as we take a look at the album art cover for The Voice Deluxe, we see kingvon alongside Agent Durk Banks. Then we see two shimmers of light that they're gonna say is the shimmer of jewelry. But what I see is I see the shimmer that's next to a cell phone up to Durk's ear, and I wonder who he's calling. Could he be calling the police? Because right next to that, you see a light behind kingvon. Now what does that look like? If you guessed it looks like a cop coming through the darkness to arrest kingvon, then you guessed right. Because that's what I believe. I believe Lil Durk is telling us that he is indeed working with them people to take down rappers in the music industry. Now that brings us to the album art cover on The Voice of the Heroes, the album that Lil Durk and Lil Baby collaborated on together. We see Lil Durk and Lil Baby walking down the street. That's all fine and dandy. Lil Durk's on the left, Lil Baby's on the right. Nothing on Lil Baby's side really, just some street lights, normal shit like that. But take a look at Lil Durk's side. What do we see? We see a police call box. Now why doesn't Lil Baby have a police call box on his side? What are they insinuating with this album art cover with the police box being on Lil Durk's side and not Lil Baby's side? Are they letting us know that Agent Durk Banks has struck again? And like I said, it's always going to be right in front of our eyes. And it always brings me back to kingvon's music video, Why He Told. Big Mike was never OTF. He never had an OTF chain or none of that. So why was there an OTF chain on that man in the music video that had the gray jumpsuit on that coincidentally looked just like the same jumpsuit Lil Durk wore when he was turning himself in? Like I said, fuck a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. I'm going to take it to the grave with that. So all in Media Squad, I want you guys to really think about this. 4 people involved in a situation. 1 person comes out unscathed, and all charges are dropped against said person. What is your conclusion about said person? Would you consider him a rat? That's what my conclusion is. It's either that or Lil Durk's tongue game is on point, and I'm not talking about his rapping skills. So I'm gonna throw it over to my boy Vaughn, and he can tell you how he feels before we dip up out of here. And this is your boy Cookie with All In Media. It's all in or nothing.
Boy, niggas telling on King, baby. You niggas steady telling and expect the motherfucker to, man, don't come talk to me, you telling, man. You telling, I find out you telling, man, I'ma treat your ass like you telling.